What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live, and today we're gonna be doing a video about how to tell you're beginning an amazing shift, that you're going about in alignment on a great shift, a great awakening, some great change. This a period of time where it's out with the old and in with the new of many levels. So, first things first, I'm a young man, early 20s, and I'm just able to provide this content for what I'm realizing along my voyage. So, I'm gonna break it down for y'all. I'm gonna lay it out for y'all. So, for 20 years, school, education, living that life, whatever, it's just all coming and going real fast and everything, and like we're just in like a control center, not a control center, we're like in a laboratory, all this stuff, and we're becoming something based off of whatever we're plugged into. Different people have different sporting activities, different interests, passions, hobbies, whatever throughout school. Some people like sports, like I was in, like I have a passion for sports and just health and wellness, so I was into that. I was into a lot of, youth groups and whatnot, parties, socializing stuff, in a National Honor Society, for nerds like me. And the list goes on. There's a whole bunch of stuff that people are in, extracurricular activities, chess, sports, the band, orchestra, the acting, theater, like all that stuff. The list goes on. Bottom line is, all that stuff, boom, okay. Then you start to graduate high school and you have to really be real with yourself. You have to figure out what you truly want, what your purpose, what your mission is, and all this stuff is. And it's a big process. I'm still stripping everything away that isn't, of service to me. You know what I'm saying? So like basically what I did is I just started to get real. Whenever I graduated, I was still working, I was still working out, I was still meditating, having a love life, partying, socializing. I was doing everything, just with the new level of leaving high school. So that's another level. We have a car now, we're able to just drive and show up to community college and whatnot. And it's pretty cool, Excuse the dog is drinking, Scooby's drinking water right now, so don't be worried about that. But anyways, so like I said, we grow up to leaving high school and we're on to college. My experience is a little bit of community college, so it's a great level of freedom with that, and I really didn't know what to expect, what to do, because there's so many different majors, so many different degrees, so many different certifications and qualifications and licenses and just all of this stuff. And you're like, wow, I need to pick one to be my degree, and it's honestly sometimes overwhelming, because if you pick law, then you're in law, if you pick science, and you're science, if you pick math, then you're math, like whatever, like to each his own. You can always change and, do whatever with that degree. But bottom line is I was in general, and like I was leaning towards kinesiology, like just health and wellness, just it's like not even just a label for it. I just call it health and wellness because there's so much that's in it, that I'm desiring to learn and that I have learned as well, just from simple stuff as basic thing that we start off with is our nutrition, why I went vegan 2 years ago, simple stuff like getting out into the sun, so like holistic health, simple stuff like meditation, simple stuff like clean water, simple stuff like exercise, like personal training, exercise inside the gym, simple stuff just like as rest and, just having that full cycle of holistic health. So I'm into all of that, and I'm desiring to learn a massive amount of stuff, to be honest. But that's just a small theme. That's just the main theme of my life is health, wellness, nature, spirituality, science, the universe, all that type of stuff. So bottom line is I started to really, when we graduate from high school and go on to college, then guess what? people, all our little friends that we've been going to school with in elementary, middle school, high school, all these people start dropping off. Some people, people go in different ways. You know what I'm saying? We start out like this, and to be real, a lot of times people spread out like that, and we're just stuck here. Not stuck. We're not stuck. Okay, we're in our own zone. We're in our own lane. Going this way while everybody else is spreading out everywhere else. And bottom line is, it can be overwhelming because we're going to be looking at everybody. We're going to be feeling like we need to have someone to complete us and to show us the way that we're supposed to live or whatever sometimes, but not really. Usually you just might feel a little lonely, or like you just want to party and hang out and just have fun or whatever all the time and just not really do any work, and like that comes a lot, especially when you're alone. Like I have experienced all my life being alone. I'm an only child, and you just learn about stuff, because everybody's going to different universities, different colleges, people going to the military, people getting married, people, just jumping off into getting a job and working their way up in the job, people starting their own businesses. Some people are passing away and dying. Some people are getting into trouble. People doing all types of stuff. People having children. People doing all types of stuff at this point in time. It's like a jungle out there, And bottom line is, that's the time where I just started to channel all my energy that I have been just dispersing everywhere for 20 years of my life, and I was like, okay, you know what? I like meditation. I love meditation. I love exercise, taking care of my body. I love just being able to relax out in the sun and just to relax and be myself too. I love vegan food. I love just this health and wellness theme of my life and care, animals, compassion, all that stuff, and this having an animal business as well just magically came from that, because like in times that I am alone, I value just a simple act of just having a dog or a few dogs or cats or some type of animal, because then you're not just isolated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it helps keep us in check, you know what I'm saying? Because life forms, we serve as mirrors, you know what I'm saying? And some mirrors are a lot dirtier than other mirrors, Hence, we have one true, divine, perfect, universally ordained reflection. So yes, that's, Lord willing, we'll pick up on what I mean by that. But anyways, and all of it just is starting to come together. You know what I mean? I like just being in my own world. I started to leave and get rid of the stuff that's not serving me, like the club, like excessive drinking, like staying out late, like lustful temptations and distractions and, chaotic music and music that doesn't serve me, environments that doesn't serve me, all that stuff. I just had to it's been a process of just decluttering and taking all the junk out of our brain and out of our body, just stripping it open and just throwing it off and letting it burn, and just really getting to the gold and rejuvenating ourselves. So that's what I've been doing. And how I started to realize all this stuff was coming together was because, I started to just plug in internally what I'm into. Like I started looking up astrology, I started looking up numerology, I started just really getting closer to myself and whatnot on different levels, and I started networking on social media. I started just narrowing who I'm following on social media and changing my whole activity on social media. My perspective has changed. At first, it was just like, oh my gosh, I need to follow and add everybody as a friend, at school, strangers, coworkers, whatever, family, everybody. I felt like I need to add everybody, and have 5,000 friends, which I'm on the verge of. But guess what? I only know like a small amount of people. I only have maybe a handful of people that are actually real, true friends that I actually see in real life, if that, on Facebook. I don't know who those people are, for real. But like, we get to the point where we just keep diving into the universal messages that's coming straight from us, and we see it from mentors, coaches, guides, messengers, whatever you want to call it, to help us stay on track, So that's when I started living by myself alone. I moved out like we're supposed to do, you know, serving, working, paying bills, everything, meditating, working out, just really doing a whole big work on myself, and then started to just figure out what I truly desire in life and who I'm becoming and who, I can become, you know what I mean? And then little by little things happen, a lot of experiences happen, this and that, and then we find ourselves in a new level, new light, a new improved set of cards, a further prolonged version of our cards, an extended hand of our cards, and then I started to realize, hey, from a few mentors that I somehow was just tapped on my head and guided to, be open to learn from them, it happened, a select few. It wasn't a massive amount of that or any of that stuff. Like I said, I'm following like everybody of social media except for like a small microscopic select few that I truly felt my heart connection. I truly felt high resonance and true, connection with, inspiration, people that I'm like, wow, I desire to live a life in my own way, like that, in my own unique way, though, to help me stay focused away from people that don't serve us, away from people that don't have similar aspirations, distractions. So that's what I started doing. I had deleted my social media, my Facebook and stuff for good. I wasn't getting on there or anything. I was just focused on getting myself right, Because a lot of times people want to use social media just to chit chat, just to lay in bed, typing, sending messages, talking, all that stuff. And it's not really of service to them. You know what I mean? It's just like a pastime. It's just like a social thing, just to social. And yeah, it's called social media, but like I'm saying, have it as a tool. You know what I mean? Don't forget about reality. What's going on right in front of your face? In your room, we have a live dog right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not up here just wasting time frivolously consuming other people's information, chasing after girls, looking after girls like that, trying to talk with people, trying to force people to do this or that, trying to get people to hang out, none of that stuff, and what it turned into is just like a collective stage, honestly, for people to connect with businesses or whatever, because in real life, there's some cool people, but like, to be honest, I'm meeting an abundant amount of people through social media virtually that are actually vegan and into plant-based living and stuff like that, in contrast to the microscopic amount of people that I've ever met here in this city that I'm in that are actually vegan and supporting the message, So that's another reason why social media is awesome, because it connects people just off a simple hashtag or a simple video or a simple phrase or a simple life choice, and how it's broadcasted on, on a platform like YouTube or whatever. And people, maybe they're going home, they're using the restroom, they pull out their Instagram, pull out their YouTube, pull out their Snapchat, pull out whatever. Maybe they get shown by someone else, or maybe it pops up in the recent or related or, recommended searches, whatever. And that's how people connect, I'm desiring to connect with more and new vegan people in real life. Additionally, I know this is only the beginning. I've only met a handful of people, if that, probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a handful or so of people that are vegan that I really have been made aware that they're vegan and that they share a cool mindset towards this lifestyle. Maybe more, who knows, but ones that who have for sure emphasized that to me has been very rare, and it's truth, because you can see it throughout the city of what people consuming, and that's how you learn not to judge what people are eating, but it's still the truth of what they're eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm going the authentic route, so that's why I really value connecting with people on the highest frequency and the highest resonance to the most amazing details, such as just starting off with the food. So that's what I recognize. And then how you realize you're waking up and whatnot is that, like, first of all, you're making the changes. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, you're on schedule. Like every day, it's supposed to be feeling like time is running out, and that's how I'm feeling, and how I've been feeling throughout this awakening process. Because it's like, boom, you start waking up at 5, 6, 7. It's 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the day. First in the day when the sun is just about to rise, when it's rising, when the sun's dark, when the sky is dark, and then you're like, okay, I gotta get some stuff done, and that varies for everybody, from anything from just some people manifesting, YouTube, creating YouTube content, some people writing a book, some people gotta clean the house, clean the dishes, do the laundry, fix up the car, provide a service, whatever, school, studying, whatever. Like the list goes on and on and on. There's so much stuff to do. And also sometimes just to exercise, to work out, to just sunbathe, to meditate, to take care of the children. The list goes on and on, you know what I'm saying? But like, especially when you start really awakening and making the little tiny changes, like the food from mentors, like I've learned, the food choices, and zoning in your social media tool usage, narrowing down your friends, which I have very few friends, which I'm okay with. If that, I'm my biggest friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. A lot of people are busy, and that's why I'm desiring to have some sort of celebration, some more room, more space, more breathing room to actually get back with friends, because we're not prioritizing each other, and that's all right, because we're supposed to be in our purpose of manifesting, of moving forward. So what's meant to be will be, and things will happen at the right time, is what I'm just surrendering to and accepting. But like, you start getting on schedule and you're like, okay, I'm losing weight because I'm exercising, I'm becoming healthier because I'm getting out to the sun, I'm drinking water, I'm resting, I'm meditating, I'm eating healthy foods, So you start seeing your body transform. You start seeing everything else transform. Your interactions with people, how like you feel overall, just simple things about your changes, about going outside. Maybe you used to be scared to be outside in the sun or whatever, and maybe now you're not. Simple changes such as just improved love life, improved connections with people, all that. And you feel like you're on schedule, which you are, which I'm on schedule, every day. That's the mindset you gotta have. I don't know it all. Many times I don't know what I'm doing, but at least I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm doing something, and I'm just trusting the process, having some type of faith or whatever. You gotta let go of all that stuff that doesn't serve us and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it, and you just start going on schedule. You're like, hey, I'm here to be productive, and then you start noticing that your health improves, you start lasting longer and everything, from simple stuff as just walking up the stairs, your breath, you're not out of breath from exercising multiple times at the gym in one day, or just a long period of time at the gym in a day, without feeling as tired, from just walking, and just all your mental health and everything just starts to like come together and improve to a higher level without even needing so much, without even needing to buy all this stuff, supplements and stuff. With the little you have, you're making the most of the little that you have. That's how to tell you're really awakening upon an amazing voyage, new levels, new heights that continues to go on, infinitely. But we're just talking about right now, so to show that you're in alignment, and at least to have some sort of guidance, and that's what I'm realizing. So these are just signs and tools and helpful ways and experiences that I have had to help me throughout this voyage to, get to a more free state of mind, peaceful, healthy, stable, consistent state of being, and this is what's working for me, and this is what I'm building, what I'm developing, what I'm learning, and what I'm understanding. You know what I mean? So, anyways, thank you for watching. Have an amazing day and night. Let's collaborate. Let me know how things are for you in the world. We can produce some more, food vlogs, recipes. We can do a lot. So let us know any ideas, any questions, any concerns, any support. We're always open to support. So anyways, thank you for watching. Have an amazing day and night. It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live. Peace.